Well, hello everybody. Yo, I'm the only one here. Oh no, we don't. Hey, there you go. Glad y'all joining. Yeah, I know this is a spur of a moment. I just wanted to. I really. I sometimes think I don't have much to say. So yeah, but I got a few updates, I guess. And yeah, and I forget what I was going to talk about today. No. Anyways, things are going good. Oh yeah, there you go. Things are going good, and I, yeah, I had a busy. Well, I guess a busy day. Like some people ask me sometimes, you ever get depressed or something like that? Well, it's not really depression or nothing, but I do have my moments where I don't feel like moving some days, but not nothing like like I've done before where I stayed in bed for 3 days just to get up to go to the washroom. Uh, so I've you know this morning I really didn't want to do anything because it looked like it was going to rain. It did rain, and then it stopped, and then I ended up going to get my blood work done, and had to wait in line for a while, but that was pretty pleasant. Uh, yeah, it was all good. So yeah, and another thing I did today was I met up with one of my friends I met last year. I think it was last year here. Yeah, my friend Jan. And then I met her when I don't know if everybody remembers when I had a problem with my electrical and I was in a Soyuz. Well, she helped me out because she knew some people, and yeah, they helped me charge up my battery while I was in a Soyuz, and that was really great too. Let me see. On the fly soon. Hi, Jeffy from Buffalo, New York. Hope all is well. On the fly soon. All is okay. Yeah. But yeah, sometimes I gotta drag my butt around and just remember that things could be worse. So yeah. So I checked. So I ended up going to Tim Hortons having a coffee. I've learned a few more things with my computer. I got what do I got? Epic Sound now, and I got iMovies on my computer. I'm still working on trying to get them together so we can have better music or newer music. Or yeah, I got a weird taste of music sometimes. I play music the way I feel it. So sometimes I get this cranky, jazzy, bluesy stuff going on, and I play that. Yeah, but yeah, I'm all over the chart when it comes to that. Um, who's that? WWF 247. You meet up with Chrome yet? No. Chrome's still waiting for Emmy to get off the boat. So whenever they're not ready to come back yet. So whenever they're coming this way again, and they're going slow, from what I hear, there you go. I'll be doing that then. So in the meantime, I'm running around a little bit, trying to figure out how to get a ride of some sort. So yeah, you know, so that's what I'm trying to do. I'm still trying to find a van. I think I'm going to stick with the Dodge, a Honda, or Toyota. You know, I'm trying to figure out that. I think that'll be my best bet with all the prices of gas going up and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that'll be my best bet. And I feel at home sitting in my friend Shirley sitting in her van. I felt like at home and I felt like I was in a big area. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Other thing. Uh, what's the other thing? Oh, well, the other thing is I'm going to try to do a little. I don't know. I just ordered up some stickers So people that have asked in the past about stickers, I've ordered some, and we're going to get them soon. So I haven't figured out what we're going to do yet, but yeah. So I did that today. That was a little stressful, but yeah, we're just trying to do different things. One of my reasons why I don't come on every day or I don't do a video every day, because I think some of the stuff I go through every day is kind of boring. But I mean, I'm always running around. There's no doubt about that. But I just feel like I'm so used to like going different places, and I think you guys like that more than anything. So I hold off until something new comes up. I may don't get too excited. I may be going out fishing again this weekend. Maybe. It all depends on the weather. Uh, oh, that's good, Cindy. Got your blood done today and went to Timmy's. Well, that's what I did too. So yeah. So yeah, I may go fishing. So I might have more outdoorsy stuff, and I hope I do. And as long as the weather cooperates. Speaking of weather, I think it was last weekend. I was supposed to go fishing, but it started to be windy here. And my buddy said, like he's into that. He's into the nautical part of everything. And if it's too windy or something like that, he doesn't want to go out in the boat. I don't blame him. I don't really want to be out there either. Uh, so we called it off. I got up at 5 and we called it off, and that was fine. I went back to sleep, but oh no, I didn't go back to sleep. I stayed up, and yeah, uh, yeah. Rob, he's yeah. How about Mark, the paint guy's minivan? Well, yes, he has offered it to me. Uh, and first time he offered it to me, I said no. Second time, I said yes. But he does have 370 some miles, thousand miles on it. So nothing lasts forever. Not even the big dog here. So yeah. So if I don't find anything, yeah, he'll give it to me, and that's great. But I'm still going to look because I like to have something with less miles on it because it just saves me hassle. Because yeah, I could change the engine, or I can't, but I'd have to get it done. So I could change the engine and stuff. But yeah, it's just. But yeah, it was there. At first, I said no. Then I said yeah, but if something else comes up that I want better than that, then I'll jump on that. So that's just the way that goes, anyways. But I'm still looking for different things, and I thought of everything. I mean, I even thought of buying a truck, a pickup truck, and a little trailer, like one of them utility trailers. Because I seen a video the other day of some guy and his wife. They live in it full time, but they're in Florida, or they're in the States, and they drive all over the place in the southern part, where it's nice and warm and stuff. Not all the time, but it is warmer. And yeah, they seem to get along fine. I just don't know if I could be able to do that. So, uh, and then I talked to my friend Jan, the one that I went out for coffee this morning, and she helped me out with my computer and stuff. And I talked to her, and she has a trailer, you know, and she sort of like convinced me, yeah, you don't want to be pulling that around with you everywhere you go, because that's it. You got to pull it everywhere. So if you don't have a place to put it, which would be extra money if somebody won't just give up a spot for you to put it. If you don't have a place to pull it, you're pretty much hauling it everywhere. So yeah, I think she talked me out of that. I think yeah. Well, that's good. Yeah, Kula Langdrum Jr. Think about what your end goal is. What type of travels and vamping are you planning to do in the future? Well, I don't want to do campgrounds unless really have to. I'm not even sure what kind of electrical system, so that's, because the campgrounds are starting to get very expensive, and I don't think it's worth it. And chances are, unless I go to the States down south, or if I go back to BC, chances are I'll just be doing like summertime camping, for 6 months, like when it's spring out or into the fall and all summer long. That's what I'll be doing. And and it might not be the whole time. It might be, 2 weeks here, a weekend there, 3 weeks here. There's places I want to see and there's things I want to do. And yeah, and that's the way it's going to be. It ain't going to be like it was before. I don't believe, not at first, anyways, 24/7, because you know it wouldn't be right if I just sort of like packed up and said, "Okay, I got a van now. Thank you for your help, my dear Katie and the boys," and take off. No, because I did that last year, and I didn't really feel good about it, but I couldn't really live here. I didn't feel like I could, and now, well, I'm not saying it's going to be easy because it's going to be difficult here in the wintertime in a wheelchair. It really is. It's going to be difficult. I mean that ramp. I don't know if I should change my when it gets winter here. I don't know if I should change my wheelchair into a toboggan or strap it to a toboggan and slide down it. I don't know because that's the way it's going to be like here. Like we do get wet weather here, and things get really icy. So yeah, and I don't know. The grass usually gets full of snow. So yeah, I might need a snow plow in the front of my little wheelchair there and push the snow away. But yeah, so I'm not really sure. But I mean, I do believe that at least for 6 months out of the year, I'll do my best to be out and about and do things. I'm out and about now, like just riding the road, but I can only go so far. You know, I was making a joke today, and no offense to any people that are married or anything, but this thing's like my wife. It tells me, or like some of the women that I used to be with, it tells you how far you can go, and that's what this is here. The battery, it only I can only go so far that I gotta head home, or I'll get in trouble, and and that'll be it. So yeah, it's yeah, that's the other thing. Quilolandrum Junior, become a snowbird, and I hope I got your name right. I apologize if I don't. Become a snowbird, travel south. Okay, but my problem is I know most Canadians or all Canadians can leave for 6 months. My problem is I have to be back every 3 months because my insulin and medical stuff. So yeah, I can't just take off for 6 months and come back. So I can't really be a snowbird. I can maybe I can be a spring to summer bird or something, or a summer to winter bird, something like that, or a fall to winter bird, and then come back. But yeah, I still think that this guy's going to see snow. So yeah, I can't go. I can't go. I can't go that long. Yes, Tanya Dabbling. Did I get that right? Dabbling. Yeah, you may need a longer ramp for easier and safer descent in the winter. You're probably right. I seen one today or yesterday when I was driving down the road. He doesn't have as high as lift as me, but it's nice, and I see what you mean by it not so steep. It was nice and level, and it went out quite a way. But he still had a ramp like mine. It was a portable ramp, but he made it work for himself. So yeah, I'll probably have to think of that. You know. Oh, Boho Blue Van. Glad you're doing well. I've watched a couple of your videos. Hope you're having a good time. Uh, yes, gonna need a lot of salt, Carol Horn. Yeah, a lot of salt. That's the other thing. I don't want my ride to get all salty and yeah. Robert Phillips. Do you want to be safe or live on the edge? Yeah. I don't really know. I mean, I was telling somebody, I think it was Jan today, I was telling, or somebody else too, I was telling somebody I fell off that ramp I have now 3 times before I finally realized I should put like bumper boards on the side so I don't fall off, right? I just bounced like, down the thing. And yeah. And every time I fell, I was scared. I was scared poopless to try it again. And yeah, I mean, but I still had to do it because I had to get out. So yeah, I think I live on the edge every time I hit the pavement or every time I hit the side or the road because yeah, there's a lot of people out there that don't pay attention to what's going on. The other thing is, yeah, well, still living. Winter creates a lot of different challenges. To put too much energy towards it now is counterproductive when you're dealing with the here and now. Yeah, well, that's true. I mean, it's challenge every day with different things. Like I go up to a automatic door, I hit the button, and the door don't open. So I got to reach over and pull it open. See, because I drive with this hand. That's the power and stuff, and this hand is the opener. I mean, when the door's opening on this side, I got to reach over and yeah, it gets quite and it doesn't swing open so much that I can get my scooter in there before it. Sorry, I keep on forgetting the camera's right there. No, yeah, it doesn't open that much so I can get in there before. So I gotta go a bit, push a bit, go a bit, push a bit, and yeah, it's a little bit of a pain. Yeah. You get okay. Just me. I'm getting a ramp build right now. Applying to March of Dimes for funding. Ontario office is in London. Yes, I got my paperwork. My daughter's filling out so I can get the Trillium Fund. I'm applying for that. I already applied for my driver's license thing, uh, and yeah, I already applied for that. I have an appointment and I just found out today that to fill out the paperwork, and she only gave me one piece of paperwork. I got two other pieces, so that one piece is going to cost me $120. So yeah, I don't know how much it's going to cost me, but it might cost me more than that just to do that. So yeah, but that's in the works too. The You can't be an impatient person when you're trying to do this. Move from one province to the next. Can't be impatient. You got to be patient because time is important and it takes time to do stuff. And I'm not really patient all the time. Sometimes I want to get it done tomorrow or yesterday. I want it to be done yesterday, and that's the thing I fight with every day. I gotta pull back and say, okay, take it easy. You know. Yeah. Well, Tina Rankin. Hi, Jeffy. Still early days for you. Maybe still early days for you, mate. Maybe your first outing in a minivan might be close to home in only a few days. As you see, you're still ironing out the bumps and things around the house. That is true. I don't plan on getting in a van and taking off. I guess what I'll use the van for most at first, well, I'll be able to go to like Tim Hortons a little bit more frequently. I'll be able to go to McDonald's and please don't judge me. I don't always eat at McDonald's or Timmy's. But I do like a coffee, and I know people at both of them places. So, yeah, it's not because I'm going to Timmy's or McDonald's to eat food because I usually eat before I go, and I usually eat when I come home. So yeah, like tonight I was out today. I had a sandwich this morning, and when I got home, I had a few little of them small potatoes and two pieces of chicken, that I made myself. So yeah, like I mean, I'm trying my best to do all the things I can do, and so far it's so good. Everything has its ups and downs. Um, yeah, I know. I know still living people, I hate saying some stuff too, you know, different things because people think I'm complaining. I'm not really complaining, but I tell you, that's my reality now. That's my reality. I got to figure things out. And yeah, and every day is an adventure, really. Like I said, every day is an adventure. So the only thing I'm grateful for when I had to stand in line today, for 20 minutes or whatever, I brought my own chair. I had to look at that. I go, okay, at least I got my own chair. The lady in front of me, she was an older lady. She started laughing. She goes, "Aren't you funny?" And I said, "Well, I can't walk. I can't dance. I might as well be funny." Yeah. Hi, Barbara Burke. Good to see you. Hope Dad's all right. Uh, okay. Again, this comes up again. Darlene Miller. Hi, Jeffy Bear. Do you ever think of getting a prosthesis? There are amazing ones out there today. They have them for most lifestyles. I have thought of that, but the problem with being a diabetic and getting a prosthesis, okay, I got my legs chopped off for a reason, and the reason was that any little infection I get on my legs, well, it goes through my body. And from what I understand, when you're an amputee and you want to get a prosthesis or a leg or something like that, you got to develop like a little bit of callus around your stump or your arms or whatever. Uh, and sometimes they get infected a little bit. If you don't have diabetes, it ain't too bad. But if you do have diabetes, that could cause a whole other bit of a problem. So I'd rather not. I'd rather not. I know I put myself behind the eight ball a little bit, but I'd rather not. Because to be quite honest with everybody, I'm living a better life now with no legs than I have in the past year and a half, 2 years with legs. I'm doing a lot more now than I did when I was in the van. I really am. I mean, I'm out and about. I'm driving all over the city streets. I mean, I'm out. I'm not staying home that often. Sometimes I do because I'm not really feeling well. Like, I mean, mentally, like I'm just like one of those days. I don't want to face it, but yeah. So that's the answer to that. No, I don't want a prosthesis. I'm happy the way it is for now. You know. Well, Paul Sherman. Good evening, Jeffy. Sorry I'm late to the party. Well, at least you showed up. Thank you very much for being here. um. Yeah. Well, that's the best thing. I was just reading Ramblin' Rocketeer. She was putting down somebody's got a wheelchair and just got a new one. And yeah, like I guarantee that having an electric wheelchair or a different wheelchair will open up a lot of doors for you. But you'll see a lot more crap than you might want to see. But yeah, it'll open up doors for you too. And that's the whole thing about it all. Uh, yeah, there's lots of things to do, lots of things to see, and you'll see some of the good things about being in a wheelchair and stuff, and some of the bad things. And yes, there are good things about being in a wheelchair. Like I said, when you have to stand in line, at least you're sitting down. Bonus. Got to look at that stuff. Well, uh, yeah, Ben Junior at Mark. Yeah, when alone, most people using chairs use rear ramps front back, or if using regular chairs, use a sling lift through a sliding rear door. I thought of all that stuff. I thought of all that. Yeah, people say get one with the door, or get one where you can have a ramp going up the back end of a van, or get one with a side ramp. Or my friend Brent that's helped me out a lot, like he's like a engineer. He's like, oh, we can get you a hoist and pull you in. And well, being in Shirley's van, I didn't need either of those things because there's not a lot of room in there, as people know. But I can get in and out of my wheelchair just by sliding in, just by getting out of my chair and being on the floor. And that's it. I know people think that might be a little bit funny or whatever, but I am standing up when I'm sitting on the floor. I am. I am standing up. I mean, I got nothing. I can't stand on my legs. So that's my whole thing is being on the floor. It's like standing up to me. So it looks much bigger than it is. And I don't need to raise the bed that much. I mean, it could be that far off the ground. I'll get the smallest thing so I can put underneath it and, to put some stuff in there. But I only need about that much. And I can hop right on. Boom, I'm in bed, and it doesn't have to be as long as it was. So I do have lots of room. And, if I keep the front seat in or if I take it out, I mean, I got room for this too. I got room for my wheelchair. Not my electric, but my manual one. And my electric, well, I got an idea for that too. Put a little like a trailer thing on it, like I can't think. Into the hitch on the back, just put a thing, a little box thing, and then you can drive up your wheelchair there. You can't be on it when you drive up it, but you can drive up there, strap it in, and I can have two wheelchairs with me wherever I go. If I'm going to a big city or I'm going away from Cornwall or wherever I'm going, I can take that out and hop on that and drive around, just like walking. So yeah, yeah. Well, just me. I would rather be in a chair than the walker I have to use. Yeah, well, that's the other thing about it. Yeah, that's true. You know, dad oi or whatever. Yeah, boy, data boy. That's it. I think that's what it is. Yes. Yeah, you do see things from a different perspective when you're lower to the ground, and I've noticed that too. It's like wow, and I know where every crack is. Like all the roads I take, they're not always the same, but I do know, like I do know where. I can't remember my name some days, but I can remember where there's a big hole in the road, and that's the truth. It's like wow. So yeah, well, oh yeah. Uh, I was going to say earlier. I think I missed, but yeah, I was supposed to go out fishing. I didn't. I don't know if I did say it. I hope I didn't, but I'll say it again. Uh, a storm didn't get here, but a storm hit Ottawa. They're still reeling from it. They were out of power for a week, close to a week, some of them. And my friend Shirley called me today, and she lives up in the mountain, as we all know. And yeah, in Quebec, and all her trees, like a lot of her trees, uh, got ripped up, torn apart. Like I mean, the bush looks awful, from what she said. I think one tree landed on her back porch, I believe, or close to it, or something. But her house is okay. But yeah, and she has no TV. Well, she never really did have TV. She's got no electrical, water, and she has to go all the way down the mountain a couple of kilometers to get to a spot where she gets Wi-Fi, and that's why she called me today. So yeah, so I hope she's okay, and I hope she's all right. I talked to her today; she seems to be. So yeah. Well, Ellie's adventure. Do I go out in your manual chair and get some cardio? Okay, no, I don't. The reason I don't is because until I get a better ramp, that ramp, there's no way in heck I'd be able to pull my butt up that ramp with my manual chair. I have a hard time with people helping me up there. It's too steep for that. Uh, but when I do go to Walmart or I go out grocery shopping, I've told my daughter and the kids, don't push me anymore. Let me push myself. So I do a lot of that, and I do some exercise. Uh, well, I took the day off today. I really wasn't thinking of a day off, but I work on my biceps and triceps. Try to get my chest like doing stuff in front of me with a 10-pound weight, and I do curls. I try to move it away from me a little bit. So I do like, I did 60 the other day, 3 sets of 20. I do a few things like that, um, just about every day. And yeah, it helps out, but my body is fairly sore, and I'm not sure. It's not the bed, it's the fact that I don't move much. And I think, my body's in one position all night long. When I wake up, I have to sort of like break that, like, move things around, and then I feel better. And I've always had problems with my shoulders. So I think sleeping this way right now, uh, and that's it, like, I mean, it's getting a little better, but it is, it is the way it is. So that's the thing I gotta watch out for. But yes, so that is a good idea. I do have to get more cardio done and stuff. So it's coming. I mean, I'm doing what I can. Okay, yeah. Again, Tina Rankin, she wrote down, you can get a lift for your electrical chair, and why can't you have it in the right van? That's true. Think about your bed. You would need it to bed chair height so you can transfer easily. Yes, that's true. If I wanted to, if I want to get that. Now, I'm cheap. I don't have lots of money. So, as you all know, I don't have lots of money. So I'm thinking about the cheapest possible way to still do the life that I like. So if I can just get myself a little minivan, I don't really need to take the big electrical chair in there with me. I mean, I can, if I'm going out of town somewhere, I'm going away for a week or 2 weeks. Yeah, I can throw it on the back, and with that proper hitch for the back, I can do that. And my other chair, I can take it apart. And like I said, I don't need a lift. I can just jump onto the floor because that's where I'm going to be. And it's not, I mean, I don't hit my head when I'm sitting inside the van, and I can just jump to a bed that's closer to the floor. So there's a lot of processes I don't need to do, and I don't need my electrical chair right beside me 24/7 because that's a heavy thing. So that's why I'm thinking. And the price of gas ain't going down. At least it isn't yet. And if I get a diesel of some sort, that price ain't going down either. So I'm trying to be logical and trying to think of the future a little bit. And yeah, price of gas. Okay, I know some people might be saying, "Oh, you don't pay rent." Yeah, that's right. I don't want to use all the rent money on gas all the time, and it's getting that way. A lot of the people I know ain't traveling as much as they used to because of gas prices. At least down here, they're a lot higher in some places down here than they are out west. But I know out west is still expensive. But yeah, we're all hovering around $200. I mean, $200, $2 a gallon here or a liter. Let me look at here. Yeah, just me. Ask your doctor to get you an occupational therapist to help with paperwork for March of Dimes. That's who helped me with mine. Yeah, well, I plan on getting help with that. Like I think I got most of it filled out, and then when I get all my paperwork done, I think a lot of that will help. And yeah, and I'm pretty sure I will get help from the March of Dimes. I don't know yet because I haven't applied, but I'm in the process. That's for sure. Yeah, Benji, $2 in Ottawa for gas. I hear you. Um, Iron Horse. I think a minivan is a good choice for all those reasons. Well, that's what I'm looking at. I want to do this for as long as I can. So yeah, I always thought like I really didn't like Joseph's minivan, and I really like sharing the wild, and I really didn't like Mark's minivan. I said, how the heck can you guys fit in there? But like I said, since I lost my legs, I got a different point of view now, and it's like, yeah, I think that would be big enough for me. I mean, you got to understand, like like I mean, you don't have to understand, but you got to understand, like I got to fix that thing too, and I can fix some things, and I'm still working on things too, like getting back into my chair once I get out of it, like if I'm outside or something. So yeah, it's a big thing, it doesn't come on overnight, and I think uh yeah, well, I believe, yeah, I just believe that you got to take it slow. It's only been about 3 months, maybe a little over 3 months since I had legs, and now I don't. And I think, quite honestly, I think I'm doing quite well you know quite well from where I came from, and what's going on with me. So yeah, so that's the thing, and yeah, I mean, I'm trying every day, and I get hard on myself. If I'm not trying hard enough, and I try every day, try to better the day before. And sometimes you just got to relax with that. I can't always keep pushing myself the way I'm pushing myself, but um, because I let go of other things, right? So, but yeah, I'm trying to be a steady pace. It's like walking, one foot in front of the other. Well, in my case, one stump in front of the other, and that's what I'm doing, trying to be steady. Things will happen when they're supposed to happen, and not before. It doesn't matter who you are or what you do; it ain't gonna happen before. So, let me see what else in here. Uh, well, I don't know. Uh, DX990 UK. I'm a double amputee. I drive with push and pull control, and love driving now. Well, great. Yeah. Well, that's what I want to do. Eventually, that's what I'm going to have to do. I just want to drive. I'm not even scared of learning how to push and pull and all that stuff. I believe, just get it in front of me and I'll figure it out real quick. And that's the whole thing. Um, it's just that, yeah, I got to be patient though. Yeah, Patricia Barnhart. Yeah, smartest thing you ever did was to get back to your daughter. Well, yeah, it is. It was a good thing, and I'm glad I did it. But I don't want to be with my daughter all the time. I want to still. I still got. I'm still alive, and I got things I want to do, and I'm not gonna just do all the things I want to do by sitting in my daughter's house all the time. I got to do something. So that's why. And I always come back here. I mean, this is great. She pulled my butt out of a jam. 'Cause I really had no place to go, and I'm not going to disappoint this time. But I do want to get out and drive and stuff, and I can help her out doing that too, because there's sometimes she can't do things, and yeah, I can't do something, or she can't do something, so maybe I can help out. I can drive the kids some places, and that'll be it. Oh yeah, Ramblin' Rocketeer, yes. Jeffy Bear, where's your flag? Well, I got part of it here. I believe. Yeah. See this part here? Right there behind me? That little white thing? Well, yeah, I bought a flag, hanging, everything is great. I think I went through 2 doors and it broke. Now, I know why it broke. It's not because it was too high. It just touched the top of the door, the frame. It's because the plastic deteriorates. So, uh, yeah. So that's the thing. It deteriorates. It fell off once. I put it back on, and the second time it fell off, all the plastic was gone. So I said, okay. So yeah. So and I got another one. I went to the dollar store, and I had it on here strapped to this one. I'm gonna take this one off, put the one I bought at the dollar store, but I got to cut about maybe 6 inches off of it just to bring it down a little bit. I'm gonna swap flags, put a flag on there, and yeah, and that's what I'm gonna do. And I was gonna do that tonight actually, so it might still get done. But yeah, I mean it's all good. But yeah, for $4 I replaced it, so I'll have a flag on it soon enough. Don't worry. um, yep. Uh, okay. If I may say, this is from Laura Lyles. If I may say, Jeffy Bear, I've been watching you for 2 years and Chrome and Cruise, etc. As as a whole, you are a much more happier, motivated, enthusiastic person without legs. Your health seems better. And I agree with you 100%. It's like now, I don't have to prove nothing to nobody, but now I guess I got to prove something to myself. I mean, there is a give up point in everybody, and I got a give up point too, but I ain't quite there. Not yet. I don't know when, but man, I'm not there. I still want to live, and that's the beauty of it all. I still want to do things. There's still people I want to meet and places I want to go, and yeah, I'm not done yet. I mean, in my head, in my body, I'm 64, going on 65. In my head, I'm think I'm 22. You know, but I do have to remember reality. I can't do the things, can't do the things I used to do when I was younger. When I was younger, they used to call me Crazy Legs Hipson because I can run circles around people, you know. And now, well, stumpy bumpy, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, that's just the way it is. Bear in a chair, somebody said today. Yeah, that's me, you know. So yeah, it's a totally different lifestyle. Stuff that, things that things that you don't think of, but you think of now. So it's all good though. I know that it's all good, and you know, I still got places to go and things that people to see, and yeah, I want to live. That's it. Yeah, old lady Rose, Jeff, reach out to auto dealers and see if they would be interested in giving you a van for the publicity. That's a good idea. But I'll check. I'll check into that. Yeah. Ben G, old lady Rose, not in the city. They do not look at YouTubers as advertisement. Yeah, well, I guess everybody gets looked upon differently, but yeah, that might be true. Um, yeah, I see. I see a lot of them too, and Terry Morrow. I saw an older pre-modeled handicap van in Thunder Bay for $3,500. Yeah, I don't know what it is, eh? I mean, I've seen them too, and I've seen, but they got the ramp and stuff like that, but they don't have the controls. You got to put them in, right? Which is fine. So, I mean, I got to do that with any van, and I know I'm handicapped. I know I'm a double amputee, but if I don't have to get a lot of stuff, because that's weight too, ramps and stuff, they're all weight. It's all stuff that if you don't need it, why get it? I mean, I'm comfortable in crawling out of my chair and onto the floor of a van. I'm comfortable with that. I mean, because that's where I'm going to spend most of my time, or on my bed or whatever. I can sit down, but what I'm saying is, being on the floor on my butt is like me being in there with legs standing up and walking around. I don't hit my head. I got lots of room, and it's easier. I don't have to. I don't have to figure out how I'm going to reach the cupboards and stuff like that. So that's the good part of all that. You know. So I yeah, I just want a minivan of some sort, and one that doesn't give me too many problems. But you won't know until you take it and find out. Uh, uh, okay, I'll do that, Barbara. She wants me to send her my email. Show me her ramp that she has. Oh yeah, no, for sure. I mean, old lady Rose. Yeah, it's somebody out there. Might sort of like say, yeah, we can do that or whatever. Give me a deal or something. You know, I mean, that's all good. I I'm just like right now, like I said, I'm slowing down a little bit, but I'm still keeping up, trying to keep the speed up. But yeah, I uh, I don't even have a license yet. As soon as well, I do have a license, but I can't use it. Uh, but as soon as I get it, don't worry, I'll be on it like real quick because I'm really itching to be on the road somewhere. Um, yeah, that's another thing. Maple Marmot. Problem with a lot of the wheelchair conversions is they now lower the floor instead of raising the roof. Gives bad ground clearance. That's the truth too. Uh, so that's all. That's the thing. It's like I just want a normal van for not so much of a normal person. That's what I want. I just want a regular van. I've seen a few around. They look pretty good, but they are a few years old, and that's what you got to do. Uh, uh, Tapestry card. It's 4:30 p.m. here. Yeah, and I believe it's probably 6 or something. I don't know where you're at, but yeah, it's quite late here. Well, it's not that late. I mean, it's still light out. So yeah, I don't even know what time of day it is half the time. What is that there? Yeah, see, Avlis, my Ford Transit Connect gets 31 miles per gallon highway, 2.5 liter. I really like the van. I even looked at that. I have a friend that had one that I met, Sherry, Cheryl, yeah. Anyway, she lives in Alberta. She has one, and I thought about that, but I also read up about them. There's nothing wrong with them. I read up about them though, but I guess they say the sweet spot for that engines will last anywhere from 160 to 300K, and a lot of the ones that they're selling for, and they're not all that cheap either. The ones that they're selling already have like 295, 300, sometimes 314K on them already. So if I could find one a little cheaper than that, yeah, I would even opt for something like that. I mean, that's the whole point of this. I need a van, but I need something that's going to not be a gas guzzler at the same time. I don't need to go fast, but I do need to get to places away from home. You know what I mean? That's what I'm looking for. But it takes time. So I've been hearing people here looking for their van or a type of van that they want. They've been like 2 years looking for it, and it's like I've only been looking a little over 3 months. So yeah, yes, it is possible to turn a light on. Hold on, I'll be back in a minute. It's getting dark, is it? I might have to move some stuff around. Oh, there you go. We're back. Whoa. Yeah, the reason I didn't turn a light on, it's not because I didn't want to. I didn't want to be in the dark. It's like last time I tried that light that I just turned on, they didn't change the light bulb, and I didn't know where the light bulb was. And the other light that's in the corner, well, it's way in the corner, and I can't get around there. So that's why. But I'm glad they changed the light bulb, so it's working. But other than that, yeah, like yeah, I don't have many friends, Mr. M. Isn't a wheelchair adapted van worth a couple of $100,000? Maybe your friend with a van would be the way to go for the odd excursion. Oh yeah, but I mean, I don't have. You know, I do like. I mean, I could get like Shirley's offer to take me on to some places like take a drive. My daughter's taking me for a drive, but yeah, but I like to drive myself. That's all, and that's the whole point about it all. Well, that's the other thing, Iron Fire Horse. I paid 16K for my 2014 Dodge Caravan with 130K on it. I kind of feel ripped off, but I really liked it. And as we all know, a lot of the vehicles nowadays, the prices are through the roof. And yeah, like I mean, they're asking something like 6, 7 thousand dollars for a van with 270,000 K on it, and there's rust on them, and some of them look all right, but them pictures, right? They can fool you. So yeah, I'm just trying to some that you're gonna buy something and then you're gonna feel comfortable about it and not feel like you just got taken and stuff like that. You know, yeah, that's the whole point of it all. Uh, Maple Marmot. I still think side entry through a sliding door and then winch the chair in after you would be best entry method. Remove passenger seat and console to make it an easy entry to driver's seat and stow chair. Yeah, but without without all that extra mechanical stuff. Side entry door. That's why I want a minivan because you can either get in on the driver's side or on the passenger side. both doors slide. Uh, Most of the stuff that I would need, but either like if I decide to get in on the driver's side, that would be fine. Uh, then everything will be on the passenger side, and vice versa. And I like to be able to open any of the doors and be able to, with my wheelchair, be able to fix stuff on the outside or on the other side from my wheelchair. And that's why I don't want any extra mechanical stuff, because that just brings in more, that just brings in more problems than I need. Ben, yeah, Ben J. Saw a Mazda 5 at dealership, safety for $5,000. Is that in Ontario, or is that in the US, or is that Canada or US? Uh, yeah, I've seen a couple, and I wasn't ready at the time, and I missed a couple of good opportunities. And yeah, so that's the other thing. Dave G. At the Cat Lady van, had lunch with your partner in in Chrome today. Yeah, well, I know he's still hanging out there somewhere out in the East Coast, New Brunswick, I think it is. Yeah. Uh, no, Robert, I was just talking about that. I'm not going to get prosthetics. Oh, I'm in Ottawa. Right on. Okay, Benji, you're in Ottawa. Yeah, I've been looking through Ottawa all over the place. I've been looking all over, all the way to Toronto. You know, a lot of stuff from Quebec comes up, and to be quite honest, I got nothing against French people or nothing, but Quebec always scares me when you buy something. I mean, it might that was over the years ago, uh, but I've heard a lot of horror stories. There was this missing, that missing. It cost a lot just to fix it up. So yeah, I don't know if that's changed or not. Maybe that's just me, wise tale, but that's the thing. Yeah. Oh. Um, yeah, that's for sure. Fans are in demand, brother. They are. Yep. Oh, Moncton. Okay. I used to live. I used to live in Fredericton at one point. Dave G. Yep. I've been to Moncton once when I was living in Fredericton. I used to work at a. I used to be, well, not really a teacher, but I used to work in a daycare center. That's what I used to do. Long time ago, though. But yeah, it was fun, and I liked it there too. Yeah, just me. Is Brent or Crone going to visit you? I believe both of them are going to come to visit me at different times. Brent's going to come on his way through to Newfoundland and on his way back from Newfoundland. And Chrome is going to, and Emmy are going to either come and visit me on the way back, or they're going to be somewhere close to so I can go see them. And we'll probably have a, don't put this in, like, I can't put this in writing, but we'll probably have a meetup and with the three of us there. So if that happens, that'll be spectacular. But for now, yeah, we're going to do that. Uh, yeah, I think Dave, that place in Fredericton I was talking about, I don't know if you remember it, Monsignor Boyd Family Center. That's where I worked. Uh, Yeah, that's the thing I'm worried about, Ben. Is yeah, there's a lot of different things. You're not far from the point, Robert. Uh, Tell Brent make rubber stump cap so you can stand on your stumps so you can reach higher. I was thinking how the heck to do that with you watch them old movies where they got like stumps at the end, but it's leather and stuff like that, and yeah, you can stand up. I've seen a guy stand up on them, and yeah, I was thinking of something like that because that would be handy. But I'm still a little tender because when I yeah, I'm still a little tender at the end of my stumps because when I touch it to my wheelchair, like there's a sharp part on my wheel. Well, it's not really sharp, but it's steel, and it feels like it's burning into my leg or something. And that's when I sort of like put my stump too close to it. And yeah, I would need something there for sure. But yeah, it's all good. I thought about that. Someday maybe I'll figure it out. I don't know, but yeah, it's almost like overalls, but have stumps. Put your legs into the stumps and be like overalls so you can stand up and waddle like a penguin. Yeah. Uh, yeah, cat lady Van. We're going to see each other probably around September. Can't wait to see you. Yeah, can't wait to see you guys either, and you too. Just you personally, but I know you're going to bring along your boyfriend. So yeah, the both of you. Okay. Yeah. Can't wait to see both of you. So yeah, it's all good. I mean, a lot of us don't talk a lot, like, but we sort of like stick to the program that we said. I I don't talk to Emmy much, and I've talked to Chrome a couple of times, but he's always said, and Emmy's always said, like when on their way back, and just for the record, Emmy did want to come and see me on her way to Newfoundland, or before she went to see her family, and she drove right by me pretty much, but I wasn't really ready for it yet, so. I don't think I had the right headspace, so I just said I'll catch you on the rebound. But we do plan on seeing each other, so it'll be good. Yeah, yeah. I used to live in a Maple Marmot. Yeah, I used to live just outside of Fredericton when she was in New Brunswick. Lots of things to see. I used to live in a place called Harvey Station. I don't know if you know where that is, but that's where I used to live, just outside of Fredericton, and it was lovely to drive in all the time. Yeah. Robert Kern, you can be on Batman. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, bears wobble, but they don't fall down. That's true. Joe Frank, hi Jeffy. Get a van with a wheelchair ramp, and then drive the van from chair. Don't need the front seat. Just need the space for the wheelchair. Maybe that what you need. Good to see you. That's Joe Frank. My friend Raven from Wisconsin, she sent me a picture or a video of her friend, and I forget her friend's name, but she sent me a picture of her friend who had that same concept. She drove in there, and she had something like a fifth wheel she drove into, and there was something hanging, probably like the metal part of that was hanging underneath her seat, and she drove right into it. She had her seatbelt all ready to be buckled up. It was in front of her, pulled it across, and she drove. That would be a great idea too. But you know, I'm pretty sure a lot of these things that you see in people. I thought I did say hi to Emmy. Hi, Emmy. I thought I said hi to you. I talked about you. Yeah. Anyways, hello. I'm sorry. I'm trying to read and do all this stuff at the same time. It's a little bit crazy. Yeah. So she showed me this lady, and and it's great. But a lot of people, I think, have insurances, and I think this woman was in an accident, and she got a payment. She got a settlement out of it. So you're dealing with a lot more money than I have. And yeah, that's the thing. There's a lot of things out there, man. I've seen. I wish that somebody would step up and say, "Here, you can have this or whatever." But that's not reality sometimes. But I'll do the best I can with what I got, and hopefully, I'm pretty sure I'll get a nice rig. I'm pretty sure I'll get something that'll be comfortable and not give me too many headaches. But you never know. Buying anything secondhand is a turkey shoot, anyways. You never know what you're gonna get. Like my last van, the Bears Den, you know, roughly $5,000 to begin with, and then as soon as I got off the lot 2 days later, I was driving around. I slammed on the brakes. Everything was fine. 2 days later, I drove off the lot, or once I was off the lot, drove around, and the front end started to make funny noises, and I took it in, and yeah, and it ended up costing me like almost $3,000 for the front end, then the rear end, and then the transmission, and then the generator, and then what else went? Oh yeah, and then my DC to DC thing, I had to switch that out. New battery went too. I got a new battery from you guys. Uh, yeah, like I mean, a lot of things just so like went like boom, 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 boom. But that van that I gave to Mark, that's the same van I'm talking about. That van shouldn't have a problem. Shouldn't have a problem with the drive line. Shouldn't. Shouldn't. Now, I mean, the underneath is a lot better than Chrome's was, and the paint job is not a 100% paint job, but I mean, it was good for me because it was like no gray spots, and because I abuse like I'm pretty abusive sometimes. Like you've seen a couple of videos I was in with Chrome when I was out in the bush when the water was low. I went right through the water, you know, and yeah, I mean, I drive this thing to have fun. I mean, not kick the crap out of it, but I drive it to have fun, and I want to, uh, somebody with a 4x4, I can do this, and somebody like me with just two-wheel drive, it's like, yeah, I'll do it too, and I'll try it, and hopefully I make it. But yeah, like that's the thing, and it's like I don't want a pretty van. I mean, I like to be all one color, but I don't need a pretty van because it ain't going to be pretty once I get into it. I'll tell you that right now. Glenn Russell, hello everyone from California. Hi Jeffy Bear, hi Emmy. I trust you. I trust you, Jeff. You will find just what you're looking for. I trust your judgment. Well, I don't know about that, but I'm pretty sure I will find what I'm looking for, or and that'll be it. And we'll go from there. Yeah, well, not everybody looks at that. Yeah, bye, Robert. We'll talk to you later. Yeah, yeah. Buying a used van, Robert, is like buying a box of chocolates. Yep. You never know what you're going to get. That's right. You never know, and that's the problem. So, you know, take your chances and something in your pantses. You never know. But remember one thing: bring cash because you might need it. Yeah. Anyways, I had a M. Andrew Thompson. Jeffy, I had a Dodge Caravan that both front seats came out. It had side ramp and leveler. I found the van after a gentleman had passed. Very expensive to buy and convert new. Yep, yep. Well, that's the truth. I mean, that's, if I can get something that's got a few bells and whistles on it, that'd be great. But basically, I just want bare bones. I'm not going to do the same thing I did with the with my cargo van. I'm not going to like insulate, put more insulation or whatever. I mean, I'll blacken out the windows and stuff like that to keep some heat in. But I mean, I think they're pretty good the way they are. And it's like I said, I don't think I'll be doing a lot of winter camping like I did with my other van. But yeah, I'll be, I'll be there for a while, anyways. I mean, wherever I go, I just want it to be cool and dry and hot when it's cold out. And yeah, Ruth Anderson just sent you some Facebook Marketplace wheelchair accessible vans or ones that could be easily converted. Thank you very much. Uh, Robin Jan, Can Van. Well, gotta go. Have a great night, everyone. Good night, Jeffy Bear. Good night, Rob and Jan, Can Van. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate the support. Okay. John Mealy, have you earned enough from your campaign to buy a van and convert it? Well, I have enough to buy a van. I don't know about, I probably, it all depends what's enough. I don't know. Like, I mean, I'm trying to sort of like keep the budget down a little bit. So yeah, like, I mean, I have some money, but you never know. I mean, sometimes you come across a great deal. Sometimes not so much. Oh, Robert Curran, Hawaiian. Phrase of the day: Alu moi. Is that's not all one word, right? It's alu and then moi. It means go sleep. And that's what I'm going to do. Well, have yourself a great alu moi. Yeah. Have a good sleep, Robert. Thanks for showing up. Uh, yeah, rust free. Maple marmot. Rust free is the main thing to consider. Hardest thing to fix. Might be worth considering a BC vehicle and ship it if you can get one cheap enough and have one of your buddies then check it out. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Uh, like I've been looking all over the place, and still because I'm in Ontario, still my phone brings up stuff in Surrey and stuff like that. And there's a few things down there, but and I'm shaking my head because I sit there and I go, well, why the heck it wasn't there before, but it's there now. So it's like, so yeah, so I don't know about shipping it. Maybe it'll be cheaper, but yeah, but if I can stay in Ontario for the point of it won't cost me extra to, it's still going to cost me for a safety, but I think the safeties are a little bit different when they come out of province, because they expect that you don't have anything to what we need here. So yeah, sometimes I think they're a little bit more expensive, but yeah, it still has to be safety. And if I can do that like right in my backyard, that'd be great. If not, well, I mean, if I have to go somewhere else, I will. I'm just looking everywhere I can go, so I'm looking. Well, yeah, it says M. Andrea Thompson. Just keep looking and get all your friends to ask their friends to ask around. Handicap equipment is out there. It's just not advertised. Well, that's what I'm doing. I'm asking my friends. If you hear of anything, please let me know. Yeah, that'd be great. You know, uh, Lynn H. Jeffy, just a question. Do they have full service fuel stations there? I imagine fueling up might be present challenge, especially with the weather up your way. Well, yeah, I thought of that too, and there are some full service stations. There are. Uh, that's what I liked about Oregon. There's not many left because they're usually self serve. That's what I liked about Oregon because they wouldn't let you serve yourself. They'd always serve you, and I thought, well, that's great. So, yeah, we're all good there. But yeah, that's the thing. Oh, Pauline XCX. Hi, Jeffy, watching from Scotland. Well, thanks that you made it. Good to see you. Yes, Ramblin' Rocketeers from Kauai. Not Hawaii, Jeffy. Kauai. Yeah, she told me that a few times. Now I remember it. Yeah. Yeah, well, there's a lot of different things. I'm going to hold out for a while, but you never know, eh? I don't know. Yeah, you know what? Iron Fire Horse. I never seen when I was in BC. I'd never seen a place where you didn't have to go in first and pay. And then when I was cutting across country, was still in BC. I was waiting. I went in to ask the lady. I said, you know, $30 on pump 4 or whatever that was, and she goes, "Well, how much money did you put in?" I said, "Well, don't I have to pay first?" She goes, "No, we trust you." I said, "Oh my God, that was the first place ever in BC that ever did that, really." Because they stopped doing that when one guy didn't pay, and the person that was behind the counter went out to grab him, and he ended up getting killed. So it was like, wow, like yeah, there's got to be one somewhere. I mean, and if not, well, it'll just hope you're not in a rush because it'll take me a while to get out the back. It'll take me a while to get out of the van, and that's what I got to do. That's what I got to do. Anyways, I gotta go. It's been really great talking to you guys. I hope I caught up with a lot of your questions and whatever. And the next time I do live, if you can, like, jot down some questions and I'll try to answer them more than just me talking because I'm having a hard time reading here and talking and so for now, peace, love yous all, take care, and thank you for showing up and supporting me. Thank you very much. Until next time, gotta go.